not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scoping your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this one.
From the future site of Super Bowl 60 in a few years' time, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. In motion comes the tight end left.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Giants, much improved from week one. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Come on, set. Ready?
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley to about the 35, second down. You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
In motion, Slayton.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That play ended for a net loss thanks to Javon Hargrave.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
On the ball. On the ball.
Lance looking to throw it.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
First down value quietly coming off a career year for the 49ers. Got over 1,000 yards on his final catch in the regular season. Did that and caught 8 touchdowns despite playing with 3 different quarterbacks over the course of the year.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. That is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. That's taken on the 25.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Lance.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Okay, right.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Trail green.
Throwing now is Lance.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Hey, let's punch it in. Let's punch it in.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In motion, Slayton.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Jones on 3rd down.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Down.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Set.
On play action, Lance.
And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Lenore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ready?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here comes Darius Slayton from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Detroit.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Half 88. Bama.
Here's Jones to throw on second down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. A full 5-yard loss that
time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And now off to the races down the right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Lance.
Flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out for the second half. Time for us to go back to Levi Stadium as we'll hand it back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
Slayton going to take it from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick-6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a play fake. Lance
Rolling to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
from midfield. Here's Lance. Able to find Gray here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Ready. Set.
Now Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ready.
Lance now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
The Lance going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Jones.
He'll look downfield for Waller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lance looking to throw it.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
To throw, it's Lance.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 47 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Right, 97.
On 2nd down, here's Lance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Slayton going to take it from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's across midfield. Look at the big man rumble.
Fights through him. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 75 yards.
And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Throwing now is Lance.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
At the 49ers, 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shepard will go in motion right. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Black shot on the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Lance.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
This is 1st and 10. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Drill 52. Go Pete.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Ready?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. third down, Barkley. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, somebody lit a fire under